Admiral, thank you for taking time to talk with us.
Thank you.
Tell me something, with regards to your talk in there, what is the Navy looking for in terms of climate change? What sort of projects do you have going on right now?
Well, what we're looking at is really a science-based understanding of what it is that the Navy needs to prepare for so that we are successful and able to answer any missions that the President and the Secretary of Defense ask us to do in the 21st century. For the Arctic, for an example, if we really have an understanding of when is the Arctic going to become ice-free, for how many weeks each year, how is that evolution going to evolve? For sea level rise, right now the best science, I believe, indicates anywhere from possibly a 1 to 2 meter rise in sea level, if that's by the year 2100. If that's true, that's very significant, and that would be a tremendous importance to understand that for the Navy. So how the evolution of sea level rise over the next few decades is going to impact the Navy would be a very, very important task for the science community. I believe the Navy realizes, and has realized for several years, that climate change is part of the drivers for national security. The United States Navy has a cooperative strategy for the 21st century for our maritime power. It was signed out over 2 years ago, and in that, Admiral Ruffhead, our Chief of Naval Operations, identified climate change as one of the drivers. You mentioned energy. Energy is also a critical driver, and Secretary of the Navy Ray Mabus has set a goal for the Navy, a very ambitious goal, to reduce our carbon-based fuels by 50% by the year 2020. This will give us much increased energy security, reduce our energy vulnerability. In addition, it will very significantly reduce our greenhouse gas footprint.
Admiral, how much is that contingent on the fact that some sort of climate legislation is passed in the Senate?
Well, we'll be, of course, very interested to see what legislation specifically the Congress comes up with, and we will obviously work with the administration in the implementation of any legislation that the Congress enacts and the President signs.